Welcome back, guys, in Argenta, Illinois, which is not very far from where I live. I'm in the middle of this extremely large, extremely cool public park. Today is a day for enjoying these small towns and, you know, walking around the park. Here's another angle of this sprawling park with the local memorial to veterans and that water tower in the background. I think what impresses me most about this park is just how well manicured it is. This building here is a historical building. It's the grain elevator office, circa 1900, says the sign. You can make an appointment to see the museum. I got all my information from the sign. I'm guessing that it did not have vinyl siding in 1900 or the shingles it has on it currently. We also have this old pillar, I'm guessing obviously from the original high school. Just a little bit of interesting stuff going on here, you know. I can't help but wonder if this is an old gas station that's been turned into somebody's garage for their home, with the old light there, the bay doors. Very interesting and unique to me. And then I pan around and look across the street and that old building. I don't think that's a house. It's not big enough. But I think myself just being into architecture and buildings and stuff, like, that reminds me of my childhood too. Those old, I don't know, shingle sided faux brick. I don't even know what that material is. And of course, that's a massive tree that's come down, laying there in the yard. By the way, Prairie Park is the name of this large park I've mentioned and been very impressed by. And the Prairie River Historical Museum is the museum we referenced. Okay, guys, so I just talked to the owner of this house and he gave me permission to walk around the front of his property and look at things. Apparently, I'm not the first person on YouTube to notice this right here. And film it and some other things, and super nice gentleman. But this is why I love these small towns, because you just never know what you're going to come across. Actually, I didn't even notice this, to tell you the complete truth. I was driving, you know, like I said, I like to look around, and I noticed this car, and then I noticed this bus. So we're gonna go check some of this stuff out real quick. It looks like this car, if you go off the plates, is a 56. It's a Ford. I'm not a classic car expert, so I can't. Looks like it says Ranch Wagon on there. I don't know if that's the make and model or whatever, but this bus, he told me, is a 1934. He gave me more details, but it's a city bus basically, and he said they only made like 230 of them, and he said it's got air brakes. He said it runs right now, but he obviously knows that it needs work, and he's not sure he's gonna get to it. He thinks he might put this on eBay and sell it. I love it. I love this kind of stuff. This is something I would love to buy and turn into a camper. I talk about it all the time. And I just see he's got all kinds of stuff back there. So cool. I think that says Staley, maybe, because, you know, Decatur had a lot, but it says something public service company. And so we're gonna come just check out some of this over here as well. You see he's got a school bus back there. Maybe he'll sell that schoolie and, you know, make something out of it. Lots of old antiques. You know, if you ever watched American Pickers, that's, I get a American Pickers feeling out of a lot of this stuff, you know. So and that's, I enjoy these, and that's why I continue to make these videos, because I know there's people out there, maybe not everybody is into this kind of stuff, but I know there are people that love it. Yeah, you can see all kinds of vehicles back there. And this one looks like it's in the works, like he has been working on this one here, like on the body. I always love finding those old RVs. That looks like another fun one that would be a good project. I can't be driving around town and not show you guys the real life Lightning McQueen, can I? Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. These small town old grade schools that have been converted. Now usually they've been made into apartment buildings. This one looks like it's actually a business. I would absolutely love to own an old school building. And I mean, it'd probably be way too expensive. I'd go broke and end up having no money and be poor. But man, would it be fun to own an old school building and make it your home. Make a great big, I mean, it could be your playland in there, you know? Have a couple classrooms converted into, I don't know, a skate park or whatever. For the record, I don't skate. I don't skateboard. I don't do any of that stuff. I'm just saying, you could do all kinds of fun stuff. You can tell the different eras too. You know, you have the original building is this old red brick. And then I'm guessing, well, hoods, I'm sure we've got the, you know, probably around one time I was, well, not when I was a kid, but when my parents were kids, probably the 60s, 70s, somewhere in there. They built this other addition and had the kitchen and cafeteria that probably was off of the gymnasium. There's probably a open gymnasium area about the size of one basketball court in there. The history of this original building, the history of the second edition there. Well, the addition, I guess it's not the second edition. This is the kind of stuff I like to stop and look at when I come to these small towns right here, as well as the things I've shown already today. Not much to see from the outside, but I just love the idea, you know, heck, you could buy something like this and make it into you know, I don't know, a haunted house or something during Halloween. All right, and we are in one of my favorite spots of these small towns, and that's the downtown square, the main street, whatever you want to call it. We're just gonna browse for 5 minutes or so. I love these old buildings. We're gonna look at them closer, but these type right here, got a nice little ice cream shop right here on the corner. It's closed, but it is 1:30 in the afternoon on a Wednesday. Curious what this building was before. I like that steeple there. You know, it actually, that actually reminds me of The Office, Scranton, that little tower, corner tower they have in The Office view. Are you seeing it? I don't know. Anyways, my youngest brother lived in a downtown it was an old bar, used to be a bar, and he lived in an apartment. It was really cool. He lived there for a short time, about a year. It was a really fun, unique place to live. Some of these have people live in them at times. I'm wondering if this one does, and it's got this fenced in area. I'm wondering if they live here and have a dog or something. Some of them just seem to sit and deteriorate away. I like when people use them for like thrift stores and antique shops. I could see this being the hangout in the summertime. I could see coming to this ice cream shop on Saturday night, just getting your ice cream, hanging out outside for an hour or so with your friends, enjoying the nice weather. And as I walk the street here, of course the local bank is still open. See, I really, somewhere along the lines, oh, look at that old door on the bar, the town pub. See that, man, just all these types of things. I was just gonna say, I've got such an appreciation for, I mean, I don't know, I should have taken like some architectural history classes in college or something, but what is this? 60s maybe? I have no idea. But you know what I mean? Like, I just love the architecture and the historical look of this building, these old banks like this, which are obviously much newer than, you know, some of these old brick buildings here were probably built in the 30s and 40s. I love small towns. That's the moral of my story. I love small towns. So this bar, Argenta, that's kind of a fun play on words. I like the front of this and how they've utilized the former building. I don't know if this was built after the fact or if they kept the front of the original place or not. Old car hood on the over the top of the doors. Just some fun character here. See, I've never heard of Argenta, but it's the kind of place I wouldn't mind going and just sitting down and meeting some people and all that good stuff. Looks like either the Argenta owns that. Oh, then we got a pool hall here. So somebody's also remodeling this building to add on to one of the two of these, I'm guessing. And it's got the high school's colors, of course, on the exterior. So it's, you know, literally, and then what we got? Community building. I don't know what's in the community building. I don't know how active it is. Just nothing but country fields and small town businesses and old buildings of different eras. I just really love these places. I just love walking around and checking them out. I hope you have an appreciation for them too. That should do it for today. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. I stumbled across, as I was getting ready to leave town, the old fire station. Out that way is the new. This would be another fun building to, you know, own and make something out of. I always like to imagine. Rental place for birthday parties, graduation parties, etc. How about that?